this video, we are going to style our headline and subheadline using a plugin called Easy Google Fonts. So let's install our plugin. So we're going to go to our dashboard and then plugins and then click on add new. So you're going to search Easy Google Fonts. So here it is. Let's install it. And now let's activate our plugin. So to use the Easy Google Fonts plugin to style an element or a specific class, first of all, we would need to create a font control for that class. So to do this, we're going to go to our dashboard and then go to settings and then Google Fonts. Okay, so we can choose a name for our control or font control. Okay, so I'll give it the same name of the class. Okay, so for the headline, I'm going to call it headline. Okay, and then we are going to click on create font control. And then we need to add the CSS selector, okay, for our elements. For our headline, it's going to be dot headline. Okay, and now let's save. And if we go to appearance, customize, then we will see a new section inside our customize menu. It's typography. So if we click on it, we've got two sections there. The default typography that we can use to style the default elements like paragraphs, headings, and so on. Okay, and we've got the theme typography where we're going to find the font controls that we have created. Okay, so now we want to style our headline, so we are going to use this font control. Okay, so if we click on edit font, then we can see that we can change the styles, appearance, and positioning. Okay, so let's start with the styles. And let's go to our about page so that we can see the live preview. Okay. All right, now let's change the font family and let's set it to Roboto, for example. Okay. And also let's set the font style to regular. Okay, now let's move to appearance and let's change the font color. So I want to set this to the same blue color we see in the menu, and to do that I'm going to use the ColorZilla add-on as we did in the CSS chapter. Okay, if you don't have ColorZilla, just go to Google and you can install it from there. Okay, so by clicking on the first tab we can make sure that the color picker is active, and now we can pick any color we want from our web page. So we're going to hover on the blue color and just click on it. And now the color code has been copied to my clipboard. And now we can paste it here by using Control V or Command V. Okay, and now we can see that our title has got this nice blue color. Okay, now let's move to the font size and let's change that to 56 pixels, for example. Okay, and also let's change the line height. Let's set it to 2.8 and the letter spacing. Okay, let's leave it there. Okay, so now we've got our headline styled using Google Fonts. All right, now we are ready to move to the subheadline and do exactly the same thing. Okay, so first let's save and publish. So we're going to create a new font control for our subheadline. So let's go back to our dashboard and then go to settings and then Google Fonts. Okay, and we're going to create a new font control by clicking on create a new font control. Okay, and we're going to name it subheadline. And we need to add a CSS selector. So the CSS selector for the subheadline is going to be dot subheadline. Okay. So this is the same CSS selector we have chosen earlier for our subheadline. Okay. So let's save our font control. Okay. And now let's go back to Appearance, Customize. And let's go to Typography and Theme Typography. And now we can see there our new font control. So if we click on Edit Fonts, then we can style our subheadline. So let's click on the About page so that we can see the live preview. And now we're going to start styling our subheadline. So first of all, let's change the fonts family to Roboto as well. Okay. Let's set the font style to regular. And let's go to Appearance. So I'm going to change the font color to 515151. Okay. Nice black color. And I'm going to change the font size to 19, for example. Okay. And the line height, let's say 2.8, and that's it. Okay, I'm going to go back to styles and change the font style to 100. Okay, that looks better. Okay, so now we've got our subheadline styled as well. Okay. Okay, now let's save and publish. And let's have a look at our page. Okay, we can see that the headline and subheadline, they are not fully centered. And the reason is because the row that we have created at the moment is not taking the full width of the page. Okay, so to change this, we're going to go back to our page. So dashboard, pages, all pages, and then we're going to go to the About page. And we're going to select the row. Okay, so make sure you select the row, not the visual editor. Okay, and we're going to click on Edit Row. Okay, and we're going to go to Design or Layout. And we're going to set the row layout to full width stretched. And now if we save and update, now if we refresh the page, we can see that the headline and subheadline are going to be centered. Okay, that looks better. All right, in the next video, we're going to add some more content to our page. So we're going to create a new row, and inside the row, we're going to create 3 columns. And in each column, we're going to have a nice logo with some centered text. All right.